What's good, everyone? I finally got around to setting up my Godzilla Bandai figure collection. These are all imports from Japan. I collected throughout the 90s and early millennium. I didn't collect as many as I wish I did, but I think I have enough to review. And so let's get started. Down here, I pretty much set everybody up in battle poses. All the monsters are squaring off with each other. And I guess I'll start down here with Gypsy Danger, Pacific Rim. This is a NECA figure that was recently released to coincide with the blockbuster film. Sorry about that. So, yeah, I set him up with Godzilla from 1992. This is a Bandai figure that was also imported from Japan. I like the detail on this one. Although this is based on the Heisei design, which I'm not really crazy about, but they nailed it with this figure. See a lot of detail, the scales got a shine to it, almost as if it's slimy looking, I don't know, reptilian like. The dorsal fins nicely aligned, 3 rows. Well, there's additional rows, but they're very small. And Gamera. Gamera is like, appears to be the midget of all monsters. Not as big as the rest of them. Never been a big fan of Gameras, but I'll accept it. And they're all going against the baddest kaiju of all, Destroyer. The one that caused Godzilla's meltdown in 1994. Now this figure I like it. Nice detail. The wings could close, open and close. There you go. Looks almost like a devil or something. Very demonic looking. Back here, my favorite, GMK. These are figures from the GMK film, one of the better Godzilla movies produced in the recent years. I think it was released in 2001 in Japan. It's based on the Return of Godzilla. Is sort of a sequel to the 1954 version, and that's Godzilla himself. One of the better designs that I like, in my opinion. I like the eyes being sinister looking, without pupils. It's just blank, kind of soulless. Martha attacking from behind. Martha that's one of the better designs as well. This one has longer limbs and able to wrap around Godzilla whenever she feels like it. And this ain't one of the better versions of Ghidorah, but the figure itself is decent. And since it's my only Ghidorah figure, I kind of cherish it. The scale is nice. The wingspan is incredible on Ghidorah and Martha. Over here we have a mech. Something you should be familiar with the Pacific Rim. That's Mechagodzilla battling Baragon, who's chewing on his forearm, and Final War's Gigan is about to chop up Mechagodzilla. Back here, Knifehead attacking from behind. Knifehead has a thing against mechs. He doesn't like them. Over here, there's this is Godzilla 2000. This is an electronic figure. Has motion. Doesn't look that good in the daytime, but the spine lights up. Very loud roar. I like this figure. It's not really an action figure, it's more like a statue. Has rubbery skin. Yeah, it looks like the Millennium Godzilla for sure. See a profile view. See all the carnage on street level. Godzilla just wrecks shit up. And here's the fake Godzilla, the American version, knocking over the Chrysler building. It's not movie accurate because it wasn't even Godzilla that knocked the Chrysler building down. It was the military. Anyway, I'm sure that movie's been bashed to death, so I'm not gonna continue. But the statue itself is pretty decent. I like it. It goes well with the rest of my collection. I like the building for sure. I wish there were more playsets with buildings. Over here I have mainly duplicates. They're like well, with the exception of these, but let's go over the duplicate. This Ghidra has the tag, original tag that it came with. Another thing I like about the Bandai imported figures is they don't come in boxes, so that kind of it's kind of friendly when it comes to preserving forest trees and whatnot. They don't damage shit to wrap toys around. You pretty much get these figures loose. Here's Tokyo SOS Godzilla, who squared off against Mechagodzilla, who caused the scar on his chest. It's an ugly scar. Something interesting about this scar is they were gonna include that in Final Wars or something like that for the design, but they scrapped it, so they didn't go along with it. I thought that might be interesting, like an interesting tidbit to add. This design is sort of based off the 2000 Godzilla Millennium style. Has the same dorsal fins, just different color. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the design here. It's kind of, it looks doofy if you ask me. This is a doofy looking Godzilla, and this is the one. This is like my favorite. This is like brand new compared to this one. You can see this one's kind of worn out, but this one I haven't touched. This is kind of brand new. It comes with the tag. But yeah, this design is crazy. I really think they went all out. They nailed this one. And the fins are classic style compared to these. You see the difference. The tail's a little cut short compared to the later versions, but that's fine. But this Godzilla kicks ass, man. This Godzilla just took numbers. I think the death toll in that film, GMK, was the highest in any recent Godzilla movie. This is this is the prequel to Tokyo SOS, Godzilla vs. Mechagodzilla, which is the original design without the scar. I actually like the figure with the mouth open than this one, because I don't know, like this one looks stupid to me. It's like stuck on dumb. But this one is alright. And back here, this is Mothra from Tokyo SOS. She looks like the original version. And behind her is the original, the GMK Mothra. This one is the tag. I have a brand new tag on it. So that's another untouched figure. And that's pretty much my figure review. But back here I have let's see what else. A whole bunch of rings. Check this out. Some magazines from the 1998 film. Now this movie, I think the merchandise was good. The trailers were good. Everything was good except for the actual movie. And the film features a cast of idiots. The cast was okay. They had some good actors in it, but the characters weren't portrayed, as intelligent characters. They're kind of like a bunch of douchebags, a bunch of fucking idiots. And the movie itself just was all over the place. Here's some more This is the Godzilla Compedium. How do you pronounce that shit? Anyway, it has all the Godzilla films from the first to the 1995. This was released for the 1998 film. It has a lot of interesting material inside. Very colorful. And recent IDW comics that were released. I have a whole bunch of these. I enjoyed the first, as far as these comics go, I enjoyed the first 4 issues, and then after that I kind of lost interest. They were like, it seemed like they just got burnt out right away, and they was just throwing us crap because the story didn't seem consistent. I like the first 4 issues though. By the way, this is Kingdom of Monsters, because there's a few different IDW comics. I think there was Gangsters and Goliaths and some other ones, but Kingdom of Monsters was the one I was collecting. Yep, I have pretty much all the Kingdom of Monsters issues, including the incentives. Oh, this one is cool. I found this for $8 in the comic shop. This is the first issue of the Marvel Comics version of Godzilla. And it's interesting because when you read it, it has Marvel characters in it. You got Tony Stark. So in a way, they could actually make a Avengers versus Godzilla, because they have prior history. I just thought that was interesting. Godzilla versus Charles Barkley. I remember this when I was a kid. This was the Dark Horse Godzilla, one of the fan favorites. Dark Horse. Yep, I'm a Godzilla fanatic. I just think I need a lot more to add to my collection, because I am missing a lot of Godzilla goods. Here's the Gangsters and Goliaths. I collected 2 issues, and again, I got tired. I don't think, to be honest, Godzilla translates well with comic books. I don't think Godzilla story could be told well in comic book format. I think the best solution for Godzilla is the Silver Screen. That's the only place Godzilla belongs. Half Century War. I heard some good stuff about this, but I didn't really see anything special about it. Kingdom of Monsters. I think I have a lot of copies made in Detroit. That sort of reminds me of RoboCop. Kingdom of Monsters. More issues. Kingdom of Monsters. Yeah, this is kind of boring. This was a new take on it. It was just Godzilla. I collected 1 issue and that was it. I have a whole bunch of old newspaper articles, because Godzilla is rare. You don't hardly hear anything about Godzilla in the media. So whenever I catch an article, I kind of just cut it out and save it. This is a review from the Godzilla 2000 that was released back in August of 2000. Didn't get good reviews, sadly. But then again, that has to do with the poor production. So anyway, yeah, this was my Godzilla review, and I hope you enjoyed it. And maybe stay tuned for my next review, which I will be doing on my wrestling collection. Talk to you later.